sure it should stay as long as the top's got enough stuff holding it together. I just don't want it to drop. I can take it off.
It's no big deal.
No, I can try to take it out of there if you want. Well, will it? Yeah, it should. So I'm going to remove the attach angles for the P-35 wings, both left and right, top and bottoms. We're going to set them up on the table and go ahead and scan them to prepare to have them remade and replaced in brand new material. Hopefully get them back in the next month or so to where we can get them going back on and continue on with the wings.
What's happening, man?
You know what? All these years you're still running around getting fucking airplanes.
Oh my God!
How you doing? Good to see you.
Good. Awesome. Hey, what's going on? Good. Super. Sorry, man. We hung around.
Oh, that's okay.
Around, Rick.
Sure.
We got an angle here. I was going to scan that just to show you what we do a little bit.
Yeah.
And
Oh, awesome. Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, good.
And so we'll scan you, and then I'll explain to you what we can do.
Yeah.
To maybe help you get the thing taken care of.
Awesome.
And then show him what you can do, girl.
Oh, you're going to go scan? I'll get it set up for you.
Go for it.
Oh, yeah. All right.
She's a scanner.
She's the scanner.
She scanned an F-117 a few weeks ago.
Really?
Yeah. It was me and three other guys. It took us about a day.
So Rick, when did you take this out?
Just today.
Oh, just today.
Yeah.
So how? So how? I mean, was it all this you drilled out?
No, everything was just Clecoed in and bolted in, remember? So when we had taken the wing apart, I never put them back in because we knew we had to replace them.
So obviously, this was...
Yeah, that's on there just as a spacer, so when I fit it onto the fixture, because there's a web that goes on the wing, so I needed to duplicate that by putting that spacer on there. That's all that is a spacer.
Awesome.
So have you seen the scanners work before?
No, I mean, I saw somebody came out and they did like the whole P-51C because they were going to make, replicas or out of fiberglass or something. So this is all new technology to me.
So this unit here, by time, and then they tell you it's a $90,000 unit, by the time you get done, you're about 120 grand into it. And so
just the scanner?
Just
the scanner, the software, and the laptop. That's a $6,000 laptop.
Wow.
Yeah. So it's a substantial investment for us.
Tell me about it.
But the data that we get off of it is unreal. I mean,
really?
It's just, the intellectual property that we have, just in the 3 years that we've been scanning, is enormous.
Really?
Enormous. I mean, something to think about. Okay, the guy comes in at a zero and says, hey, we need gear doors, we need this, we need that.
Right.
I've got the intellectual property forever for the gear doors on a zero. And we're doing it for all different kinds of airplanes.
Really?
Yeah. So,
Well, I mean, you have the deal, but somebody else came along and scanned it. You don't own the technology. I mean, if somebody else came and scanned it, they would own their own scan.
I have the data.
Yes.
I have the data for it. But what I'm understanding is a lot of these tech guys that have a lot of money, they are going around and they're wanting to buy intellectual property like this for history.
For history is one thing, but for like trademarking purposes, I don't see that.
No, they want it for history.
Really?
Yeah. So to begin with, nobody else has probably ever scanned a zero.
Really?
And I've got most of a zero scanned.
Huh.
Okay. So
yeah, but when you started with zero and you scanned a zero, don't you end up with zero?
But we do a lot of the GA stuff, and the insurance companies are really connected with me, and we're just,
That's awesome.
They got a 210 right now that's a T210R. It's got an oddball wingtip on it. They quit making them. It's a $300,000 airplane. And the guy took out the wingtip on the door. And so they were going to total the airplane out because they couldn't get a wingtip for it. And so one of the insurance guys knows me, calls up and says, hey, can you do this? I said, yeah, I got a guy with a 310R. I'll scan his
Just
good
really
one.
finicky in this
Send me the
area.
old one and we'll see what we can do.
Yeah.
And they're going to give me $14,000 to make a wingtip.
There we go.
And to be honest with you, it's about a $6,000 wingtip. wingtip.
Wow.
But they're tickled pink because they're not total in here.
Oh, yeah, no, freaking great.
Yeah,
Good,
so-
good, good.
So,
Good, so if I get a body part that quits working, can you scan it and make me a new one? Okay,
Yeah.
I'm just saying, that's it.
so we've done trees.
Oh, yeah.
So in Carmel, they had these 10 oak trees growing out of this little bitty lot. And this architect found out about us, and they were trying to design this house where the tree starts in the center of the house and the branches go outside the house.
Right.
But the city wasn't buying it because they didn't have enough data, and it's illegal in the city of Carmel to trim an oak tree. You can't trim a branch at all. And so the guy came to us and says, can you scan these 10 oak trees so we know where to put beams in the house and stuff? So we hit him at $7,000 to scan them. They put this thing in a model, they designed the house, they're building the house there now. Yeah, so I mean, we do so many different things. We're doing race car stuff.
The problem in California is you can't clip and skim any of the politicians.
No, yeah. So these are targets. They're crushed glass. And so basically
Oh, so they kind of give a reflection relative, and as you move around the scanning
they
piece.
give us a location.
Okay, so then, and just being on the paper there, even though it moves a little bit?
Well, we're going to stand back and they're not going to move because
Yeah,
if they
okay.
move at all, it's
yeah,
a problem.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
But as you move it around, what I'm assuming is it's like filling in kind of the 3D space.
Yeah.
But it's also getting different angles thing, and it's comparing it with the other things, and it's averaging it out.
Correct.
Okay.
Yeah, and so like this scan here, Mari, do that down to probably 20 thousandths.
Yeah, you're gonna scan it, I'll get it ready for you.
Okay, do it at a resolution down about 020.
020.
But so we'll scan this.
So what are you doing here? You're just
Calibrating
it,
itself.
okay?
Yeah.
It's kind of a pain to calibrate.
A little bit.
I'll be darned.
Forward.
Forward.
You got it? You got to raise up higher too.
I know, and that's that part I'm short.
She's short. Don't give me that.
Yeah. I'm halfway through.
You want me to put you on Dave's shoulders?
I got it.
Yeah, right. Boost me
Okay.
up. There you go. Pick it up a little bit.
And so what does it give you, like a little green light or something?
Yeah, when
Yeah.
it's ready.
That's pretty cool.
And so every time it moves, you have to bring it in.
There you go.
Is it running? Yeah.
I gotta turn it on.
There you
There
go.
we go.
It's
Okay.
ready for you.
So that
Cool.
gives us. And then we've been scanning, so we got the shutter speed nailed down,
What do
pretty
you want
much
me
what
to-
we have.
What do you want me to put it at? 20?
20 thousandths, yeah. Over here.
So what's the 20,000s for?
No, this is good. You're over here, go 20.
You want 20?
Yeah, 020.
Picture.
Oh, okay.
So the light, so it's what it's doing is it's sending a laser down and it reflects back,
Right.
and that's how it's getting the image of it. And depending on the lights, if it's polished surface or black surface or whatever, the shutter speed has to be different in order to pick it up properly.
She said that was due to the quality of the picture as well. It's creating the quality.
Yeah. So we'll come over here. We'll start in the middle. Spin that thing this way.
Okay, just let me get this out of the way.
So, I mean, we're fortunate in that none of these angles got damaged.
Yeah.
It's not bad.
Yeah. So, I
Other than
mean,
double drilling some holes, it wasn't.
yeah, no, but I mean, as far as the nothing
shape.
was bent. Yeah, the holes we can sort out.
Sure.
We might need to put some targets in. That's going to do it, isn't it?
It's picking it up.
Yeah.
Just gotta go a little. There you go.
So what are you looking for? Like a green line or
We want that blue in
a
there.
blue?
Yeah.
Okay.
That blue is a good scan, and this is actually scanning really fast here. You don't want to lose the targets, because that gets you your location.
Oh, I see. So it's turning like black basically as you're doing that.
Is that picking it up there, Mari?
Yeah.
That is freaking amazing.
So a lot of
You
people
gotta
say,
go,
oh,
come back a little bit again.
a lot of people are, oh, it's expensive, this and that. Yeah, the scanner's expensive, but we get like $130 an hour to scan stuff. We come up
Yeah,
here
be
and pick
careful
this
you're
up.
losing your.
We got it there, right?
Yeah, you got it again. Yes.
Okay, we get like $130, $140 an hour to scan stuff.
Huh.
And as you can see here, I mean, this is,
You're.
Did anybody
There you
click
go.
a stopwatch?
I mean, you can see it doesn't take any time at all to scan it.
No, the scanning is the easiest
Yeah.
part. Okay, I like what I see, so just might want to go back to the corner again.
I don't even need that very end.
Oh, okay, then come on in on that side and you're good.
Get that out of the way.
Yeah, I want to get,
Because you don't want all the holes, right?
So then, I guess my next question is, you're hitting it from three sides, kind of. So how do you get the bottom side?
I'm going to show you.
Okay.
So, why don't you look at that, Murray? Make sure you're happy there.
Okay, give me 1 second.
So what's this little glitch there?
It's reading the piece.
That's this piece here.
So if I
That's
zoom
that.
in,
And, so,
you
and, we,
see
and we
the-
raise that up off the table because you don't want.
Right. Okay, cool.
Okay, so you got all that.
And then we clean this up really fast. It's really easy to clean it up.
Really?
And then we have another software that's made by this company where we can go in
Okay.
and we can do cross sections, or we can put a plane, you know, and get the geometry in it. We can make a surface off of the scan. If, say we scan something and the surface is good, we can turn that into a surface and move it right into SolidWorks.
Just your edge here.
Is
Got
that
a little dip
where's that at?
right here.
Looking at the screen.
Is that back here?
It's on this end, yes.
Yeah.
So do that for me, back on the edge.
Right there?
Right there. Yeah, I picked it up really good. Yep, better. Okay,
Okay.
now let me check the other end if you don't mind.
So we've got it got all of this side as well too, right?
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Okay. And the
I
thickness
don't
here.
need that piece. Yeah, we'll be able to get the thickness off of this because I scanned the ends and everything, so I'll be able
Right.
to tell what the thickness on that is.
Okay, this end looks pretty good.
Yeah, no, we're good.
Okay,
We're
you're
there.
good then.
Okay, so save that, but don't. Do we want to put them both in one scan?
If you want to try to flip it over, you're gonna have to start where you started from.
Doing 2 scans.
Okay.
Save this out.
Okay.
Save this out, and then we'll do another scan on the other side. And while you're saving that, I'll set it up on the other side.
Okay.
So, if I was to take this now and do this,
What do you call that?
Right.
and then scan this, when we go to merge the
P30.
one side to the other,
Right.
because I'm using the same targets here, the
Right.
same crushed glass, it confuses it. So I have to go over there and do a whole new set of targets over there on that side.
Oh.
And then when we go to merge it, we merge it with these targets right here because they're the same on each side.
This is left wing.
Left wing.
So,
Oh, I see. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Interesting.
and so it'll merge the stuff within about,
So, but these were just randomly stuck down?
yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, you don't want them in order. You want
Yeah, and I would think you'd be better off doing it on like a flat piece, not this little paper.
Well, we have tables made for it.
Yeah, exactly.
We have hard tables made.
But is this going to be
That's perfect.
for us? Okay.
Oh yeah, no, it's perfect.
Okay.
Yeah, so we'll just take that, put it over there, take that, put it out there. I'll get a couple dots, throw on the top of that, and away we go, huh? Where's your targets at?
They're over there.
You want to move down a little bit so you got it in the middle of the targets?
So when we started, these targets were 19 cents a piece.
Right.
Now, Amazon's got them for like 6 cents a piece now, so.
Wow.
Crazy.
But like when she did that F-117, you used 5,000 targets, 6,000 targets. Yeah.
Wow. Oh, so now you're going to put some targets on the bottom.
Yeah.
But the laser has to find some points to read.
It's got to have at
It
least
has to
3.
have at least.
It has to see 3
of them.
targets minimum in order to get a decent measurement off of what the part is. So we'll just put a few of them in here.
I'll be darned. And you kind of want them random.
You want them random, yes.
Yeah, so they're not, they don't confuse the distances
Exactly.
between them, yeah. Fascinating, huh? When did they start coming up with this technology?
We've had this for, what, 3 years?
We bought
Dick?
this for 3 years. They had it about 8, 9 years ago.
Right?
And Aircorp has one of the older ones, but they're not near as accurate. And the software was not, you couldn't get the geometry out of them like you can this software.
Wow.
And so the software is the key.
Unreal. Too cool. So now, So we're doing this one, but to properly get the other ones, do we have to drill all the other ones out as well?
So what I told Ricky was send me these here on the bolted plate with the bolted plate. And
Okay.
I'll scan them bolted together. And
Oh,
then what-
so in other words, you have to take the end off.
Have to take the wings off.
Yeah, okay,
yeah,
okay.
send them to me. I mean, if we had time today, we could have taken them all apart and scanned them and all that.
Yeah,
but,
yeah.
But it would be better if I had them anyway. And then if you want those, what we can do is we can just take measurements, mark on the plate, put these up there and mark where they're at. And it's the same profile as this, so we could pre-bend them and make the other half mate to the holes here, and they'll be made, so you won't have to take those out before.
So anything, these are all factory Seversky holes.
Correct.
These may have gotten screwed up
Those
when
may
they did the
have
damage.
had add-ons.
So this we can always do on our own.
Right.
And, okay.
Pull
I'm
this
just
out
gonna
here.
pull this over, if you don't mind.
You ready, Mark?
Yeah, I'm ready.
You
Yeah,
know
we'll
what?
start.
Let me just bring this over. Put that right there.
Did you put enough dots?
Let's raise this one up. Let's bring that one back. There we go.
Oh, you lost your sticker.
Yeah, I sure did, didn't I?
Yeah, now I feel like I've contributed to the cause.
Okay, here we go.
And it doesn't matter where you start, huh?
You want to start in the middle,
Oh,
go
start in
both
the
ways.
middle.
Your accuracy diminishes as you go linear
Okay.
out, so you tend to start in the middle and go both ways.
Okay,
So we'll be a half a thousandths off up to 10 foot.
okay. And this is just like a ultraviolet light?
No,
Or
it's actual laser.
it's a laser.
Yeah.
So now, would this kind of laser bother you if you poke somebody in the
Yeah.
eye with it?
Yeah, you don't want to look at it.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. I was telling Rick, and Paul, we bought a 3D printer. And we're making a lot of tooling off of our 3D printer.
Really?
You know, he's talking about things that he likes to do and he wants to learn. Some of the funnest things that I've been doing is this stuff.
Yeah.
And, you know, drawing the dies and tooling. We're making tooling off a 3D, a small $6,000 3D printer.
That's awesome.
Yeah, and that's got it, don't it?
And so with the 3D printer, what options do you have for the
Take a look
material?
at it. I can run a bunch of different options, but we're using ABS on it. Look at it, make sure that looks good.
Should I
In the
see?
middle, in the middle?
On the end,
Yeah, in the middle right here too.
yeah,
Wasn't it bad there?
Huh.
a little bit, yes.
Where else? Yeah.
Also pick up on your edging on the edge right there.
Right here?
Yes, because I have a big blotch.
Oh,
over
right there,
Right
the best.
there.
But you know what you could
And then
do?
keep going, right there. So just run through that again.
Is if you 3D printed something that was still soft, then what you do is then you basically scan it with this and then put it into a 5-axis CNC machine and make it out of the hardest damn piece of steel you want.
Well, you don't even need to do that. You just do it to begin with. Just draw it and do it to begin with. You don't even need to 3D print it and then do it.
Oh, right,
Yeah.
yeah.
They get them right.
Touch that corner again for me, just a little bit. There
Down
you
here?
go. Yep, got it.
Okay. So, look at that and then
Take a look at
So we're doing laser inspections. It's like landing gear, propellers, all kinds of stuff. We can tell you if you got a twist or bent or
it. You need all the way corner?
we've got the inspection software that comes with this.
No.
Spin it so I can see it.
Are you okay if we leave this alone?
No, I don't need that down there.
Okay,
Yeah.
this, all right, so then you're pretty good on this side?
Yeah, no, that's good. Is that okay or not?
I can't see that.
But what we do from here is the fun part, because what we'll do is we'll get rid of all the scan, the table scan, and that stuff we don't need, we get rid of, and then we start putting geometry in it. And I didn't bring I didn't bring the dongle for the software to put the geometry in it. I could show you that, but I mean, I could send you a clip of what we do with it. And I enjoy. I mean, it's just like therapy. And I was telling him, if he's looking for something to do, get some CAD software, and like, you know, he made this thing here. You can draw that so easy in CAD, it's not even funny.
Yeah, oh my God, have you seen anything Kevin Kimball's been doing on my Vega?
No.
Oh, he's this whole frickin' fuselage, he's doing all the things, he's
Well,
like machining it out of wood.
Yeah, we're doing the same thing.
Oh my God.
So I have 5 full-time CAD drawers working for me, and we're drawing everything. I mean, we're drawing stuff for, you know, Cessnas, Pipers,
Wow.
you know, Beechcraft. We're doing Mustangs. We've done Zero stuff. I've done Bearcat stuff, Corsair stuff.
Wow.
And it's just, you know, every day we're getting phone calls. Can you do this? Can you do this? And we were down here scanning canopy bubbles for Lauterbachs because they have a canopy that they like and they want one made just like it.
Yeah.
And so we'll CAD draw it and we'll make it. But this, something like this, would fit probably in my 3D printer. And $6,000 for a 3D printer. It's going to take you probably 3 or 4 weeks to get used to it, to figure out how to run it. CAD software, you know, there's cheap CAD software. And
I had one of the early 80s, I was using CAD Key. I don't even know if it exists
not
anymore.
I don't think, yeah.
Yeah.
So like our SolidWorks, I was telling him, you don't want to go SolidWorks because the first, to buy the license is almost $10,000.
Wow.
And then it's $3,000 a year to keep the license. I got
Wow.
5 licenses I'm running for the CAD guys. It's the fastest, best way to draw for our kind of stuff. But there's, like, I got Rhino, it's like $2,500 for the license. And there's so many YouTube videos. That's what we started out on. And for doing stuff like that, it's perfect, you know. And then you know, so all this little stuff that you're wanting to do yourself.
Yeah.
Instead of standing there spending days hand drawing it, spend 2 hours drawing. Throw in a 3D printer. The only drawback on a 3D printer is what I can cut on my router in 5 minutes. It takes 9 hours for the 3D printer to work. Okay, but here's the deal. I'm $150 in making the tooling on the damn router. By the time we run it, what I have to charge for the router and everything. And if I run it on a 3D printer, I'm about 20 bucks. It's so cheap to run it, it's not even funny.
Wow.
Yeah, so, you know, so some of this small stuff that you're getting into, and the thing is, it's going to make it more fun for you. I mean, it really is.
You know, the only thing that concerns me is like these things here. I would not want to ship those. I would be so afraid if we lost those, we'd be screwed. I mean, I'd almost like, they either got to go on a trailer out there with somebody that I know. I would not ship those. Either that or put them in a ski bag and go by the airlines or something, but hell, then
you might have to pull them out and I'll come back and scan them.
Yeah, no, seriously. I mean, you were talking about sending these pieces with the angles bolted onto them.
Yeah, I don't blame you for not wanting to ship the angles.
No. I'm saying we ship them, but I'm not going to ship them by a normal way.
Yeah.
We're gonna, if somebody's heading out that way, and I know that they're, you know,
Well, the thing is, somebody could come out and I could scan them in a day.
Oh, yeah,
Day and a
okay.
half, and you turn right back around.
Yeah,
Josh
okay.
and I can
Well, just the next time you want to come out and go to Disney or Universal,
Yeah.
you know, just we'll put you up and.
Yeah, or I'll send her and Josh out.
Josh and I
Yeah.
can come and get
Yeah, no, that would be better.
Yeah.
That'd be the easiest.
Yeah. But off of what we got here, you can measure up how long they are, and I could get all the blanks made. And then all we got to do is
Oh, cool.
all we got to do is bend them then.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah.
And so, and what you're saying is you bend these things soft, and you know, like we were talking, you basically find the piece that you can get that's close enough.
Right.
If you can't get the exact extrusion, you machine it to the exact, but it's still an extrusion. It's not a machine part.
Probably
which
what
we don't
I
want.
would do on this is probably just get a rectangular extruded piece and just hog it out.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah. And the thing is,
Yeah, but you might find something close, and then you're not
going to save much. By the time you pay for the extrusion, you're not going to save much.
really.
Yeah. And this is this. Yeah, no, it is. It's tapered.
Oh, it is. So yeah, but is it machined? I mean, yeah, but you see, if you bought an angle, then you just machine it to what you need.
Yeah, we might be able to do that.
Yeah. See, because what
This is just like a Mustang.
yeah, originally what they did is you make an extrusion, so you're actually pushing the aluminum through a die, and it's basically creating a grain, okay? And then what they do is they'll stretch form this with a stretch former on like a die, and so there's a grain to the deal. And some people say, well, just let's machine it out of a billet. Well, the billet isn't extruded, it's just metal that's in a deal, so it's got no grain to it. So, my philosophy and my understanding is we want to do this from an extrusion.
Yeah.
And then do it properly, then do the bend with extrusion, not taking a big billet and then machining out the parts.
So this thing's got a taper this way, and it's,
Yeah.
and it's tapered that way, both.
Yeah.
We're not 90, it's a taper.
Yeah, it's not 90.
So it's gonna have to be cut, it's gonna have to be cut like that.
Right.
And then we're gonna have to flip it, it's gonna have to be cut like that again.
Yeah, you see that? Well, yeah, see, so it's basically, this is not a 90 degree, this is an acute angle right here. And so, you could start out with a big rectangular piece of an extrusion that you machine this to what you want. This is basically what Dave's saying, so you'd have to machine it in a couple of different,
So I might have a fix for you, Maury might have a fix for you. Steve Hinton Jr. is on his way out here now.
Oh no, you're right. No, I was just with him. Robbie's coming out to pick up the Saber, and I told him to come by.
Yeah.
So we spoke with him last night.
So
and
I'm
he'll
doing a
be
bunch of
with
stuff. I'm doing a bunch of stuff with Steve-O right now, and he's going to be up at Salinas to pick the stuff up.
Yeah.
There's your ticket right there.
Yeah. How can we get all these things off? I don't know.
Start tomorrow, we can start pulling these wings off and pulling the attach angles.
Have you got a number? Give me a number for Robbie. Is Steve-O coming with him?
Steve-O's coming.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
No, I was just with the A26 last week.
Yeah.
I just remembered.
Yeah.
How's that project coming?
I taxed it, ran around. Steve's supposed to testify again this week.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Good.
I mean,
Good.
he was going to testify when I was out there, but he's there, and the reality is, the airplane. I haven't flown something like that in a long time. Steve's there; he's up to date.
Yeah.
Let him get it through. And the problem is, if I went out there and I was ready to go fly it, something would come up, and I'd be wasting my time
Waste your
going back
time,
and
yeah.
forth. And Steve's
Yeah.
right there.
He's right there.
And I trust him more at this point right
No,
now.
I think that's the way.
With
good
my
way.
background,
That's a good way to
because
go.
I just haven't flown. I flew back when I was 35.
Yeah.
I can do it again.
Yeah.
So anyway, cool.
Well, good. Yeah, no, I didn't know you were out there for that.
Yeah.
Then I'm doing a bunch of stuff for Steve and his dad.
Yeah.
and
Let me.
That would
Okay.
work. That'd be an easy way to.
Let me. I think I got Steve-O's number. I will make that a point. I'll find out when they're there. If he's coming out,
Yeah.
I'll swing on
We're
by.
having dinner tonight. We'll call him.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. All right. Super.
So
Let's-
where's he coming here at?
No, he's going to. I think he's at the Tyco Museum picking up a Saber.
Where's that at?
Just by Cape Canaveral.
Oh,
Just
okay,
due
not very
east of
far
here.
away then.
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah. Well, if that's the case, so then Rick, from your perspective, how much of this can we get drilled? I mean, if we get everybody
There's no
on.
drilling.
There's no drilling. It's gonna
It's just everything's clecoed on those root ends.
How about
I knew they were
these?
coming out. Now that's a different story.
So those there. So here's the deal with those. Those there. All I got to do is make them meet these over here.
Right, but are these 90 degrees? These are probably 90 degrees.
There's still a taper inside, probably. Yeah.
I bet money these are the same thing.
Just the opposite.
You'd have to figure it out, or if you can look on your
I
print.
mean, do you still think there's a taper?
I'll bet they're opposite. Yeah, I'll bet you. That's the way the Mustang deal. They did them. It's the exact same extrusion. And the T6 same thing. It's same extrusion point in different directions. I bet money it's the same extrusion.
Huh. Well, I tell you what, let Dave and me figure out when they're going to be out here, and we'll look at all this, and if there's a way to get all this unbolted.
Well, I would get that done.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then
That's probably a solid day and a half to get
yeah,
those
and
off.
then measure these to see if they're the same cross section as those. If they're the same cross section as those, all I got to do is you can take that angle over there, hold it up to here, and say, hey, this angle is going to stop here, and I'll make it an inch longer or something. And the same thing at the back, and then I just make a mirror image of that, bolt them together, and you guys can trim the ends down on them when it gets back here.
Yeah.
And you don't even have to pull these out now, as long as they're the same cross section. Which I bet money is at the same cross section.
Yeah, but my point is,
I'd bet Murray's next pay raise that they're the same cross section.
I need a pay raise. How high, Dave?
Well, let's focus on those, and if we have time, maybe to confirm what he's talking about, maybe we drill one of them out, or one side or something. So we'd have to figure out how to set this in a different position.
Yeah, because until then, though, before you let those go, hold them up there and make a mark on that one, the one that mates to this, and say, you know, the mate stops here, you know, and here on those. That way, I can make a mirror image. If you
Make
pull
them
this out,
shorter or
you
longer
say
if
they
they
are.
need to be.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right.
And I'll take the doubler pieces I put on those.
Yeah, just pull them off.
Pull them
Yeah.
off.
Yeah.
I see what you're saying. I see what you're saying, because if the wing has a taper to it,
Yeah.
this one here is going to be here, and this one's going to be the mirror image of
Yeah.
the taper. I get
Yeah.
it. Okay.
So you can follow that.
Yeah.
Follow that.
Yeah, I
line.
see what you mean. But this theoretically could be a wider,
Could be.
different. This is probably the same. This could be a little different.
Yeah, it could be a little bit different,
Yeah.
but
we can measure it.
But you, I mean, you
We
can
can
look
mark
at
it.
it. You can
Yeah.
get it right down here.
Yeah. Okay.
Right down there, you ought to be able to get figure out what it is. So.
Just gotta figure out how to pull this off. The gears out of it, so it'll be a little easier.
Yeah. Okay. Okay, so cool. So Rick's going to pull the all those off there. We'll connect with Steve-O and the Plains of Fame guys, try and get these things to go back with you. We'll try and check these out to make sure they're, you know, matching, get some sizes on there, and we'll go there. So
Verify the
appreciate it,
cross-section.
man.
Thanks,
Cool.
Kermit. Appreciate
All right.
it.
Thanks.
Appreciate it.
Go, Marty. Okay, let's go get some salmon. Okay, we're out of here.
Yes, ma'am.
Take
You
care.
too. Have a safe flight home, safe trip.
Oh, yeah. Bye now. Take care.
Rick, can you lock up this?
Okay, so basically I've removed all the attach angles now. We have them packed up. Going to get them remade new, get them back in the next couple months, and then install them and get them in for final install.
So do we need, here, do you want to, I tell you what, set it on here for now. Set it on that, and then we'll clear off what,
Yeah, I'll make a spot for it. Yeah.
I'll put this in the car for you, okay? Nope. That's what I expected.
I got it.
Yeah, even though, is that something that's... Yeah, so these are the wing attach angles for the outboard panel for the P-35. So these guys are gonna head up towards Dave Teeters, who came and, you know, checked these out. He's gonna make some for us, so pretty cool, appreciate it. I gave him a tour, bought him dinner, and a case of rum, and some children's books.